prolific offense in the NFL on the field. The Steelers are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Giants, who will have to try and slow them down. The towels are out, but it's set to be a cold one at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And that's where we'll say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Bryant, the man in motion right. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The first carry for the rookie from Georgia. It's Keith Marshall across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Time here to show you the starters while we have a moment defensively for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know one guy you like from Miami, Artie Burns.
Just jumps off the screen when you plug in his college tape in terms of athleticism. And I also watched him play with some intelligence. Saw him at one point jump into the slot and pattern read and come off of his receiver to the intended one and intercept a pass. I like him.
So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him, isn't it? When he catches the first one, I'm talking about OBJ, he just goes to the huddle and says more, more, more. And really, he's just one of those guys that once he gets going, look out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. This is Marshall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Manning to throw on second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They run with a fifth-round man, Paul Perkins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Another carry for the rookie Perkins. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Manning. And able to find Green. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ladarius Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll send Rodgers in motion right. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And an electric scamper there from the 2nd-round pick in 2013 out of Michigan State.
And how about the way he's remade his body in the NFL? You remember back at Michigan State?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. James has got it. Complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Roethlisberger will throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Jason Pierre-Paul, so good to see him back on the field, resuming his place as one of the elite pass rushers in the league.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And a short gain here down to the 22. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll run with Marshall, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On play action, now Manning. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off, William Gay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Steelers. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Ben going to take it himself. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the counter, here's Bell. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Ian Williams with a tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
One receiver right, that's Brown. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. A good pick up there of 20 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. James has it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Drive here, and it goes on and on. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They're going to give it to him running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. One receiver right, that's Brown. On second down, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
On third and goal, Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. So after the INT, it's Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it, trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. That one goes for 24 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Brief break in the action here. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now Marshall. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Manning to throw on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And here's Marshall. Muscles him off. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Beckham, the lone receiver right. On play action. Now Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Manning now on 1st down. Green with a catch left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Keith Marshall as the first half is winding down. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
6 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a cut to the left sideline. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there out of the running game. 39 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Fresh set of downs here. Into the red zone now. Manning over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. They go play action here on first down. And Green with a catch left side. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On play action, it's Manning. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And able to find Green. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Paul Perkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Eli's going to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Short kick. It's taken at the 23.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, Stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. James has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. One receiver right, that's Brown. Halfback sent in motion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. Look at the spin. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Dree Archer, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. As they run the counter play. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Yes, indeed. Eli Manning to Odell Beckham Jr., when they do it over and over, they usually win games.
Yeah, and you know the video game Madden, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's why he's a big reason that Odell Beckham was on the cover in 16 with the arm stretched out, that famous one-handed catch.
Yeah, he did that a lot, didn't he?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. On play action. Now Manning. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
His throw incomplete. They were looking for Marshall that time, and it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And quickly, they get to the line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense playing for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Just when you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Bell, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Roethlisberger, buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Third down, still 14 yards left. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. It's JPP, seventh-year man, Jason Pierre-Paul. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass and completing it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Roethlisberger. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll look to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen. Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Well, we've seen some lead changes, and it certainly appeared that one of these squads was in full control of the game, but that's not the case after that touchdown.
Yeah, they erase a 2 TD deficit here to grab the lead. And they'll run it here. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd down following the incompletion. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Beckham, the lone receiver right. One final try now for Manning, surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the first-round pick, Artie Burns. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really